Most of the people who traveled to mainland China with the Eugene Chamber of Commerce were first-time visitors.
It was an eye-opening experience that many say changed their opinion of China. KEZI 9 News anchor Holly Menino takes a look back.
The Eugene Chamber of Commerce's 10-day trip to China was a first for many different reasons. For some, it was their first time to China. For others, it was their first time out of the U.S. And for most, it was their first time traveling with a group of 80 people. And everybody brought a little something different back to America. Spending 10 days in a foreign country will change you, especially China, a country that mixes the ancient and the new like almost no other.
I come back really appreciating our standard of living and our values and our just our environment.
With language and cultural barriers came new challenges.
My preconception of China was totally shattered by going to China.
We got a glimpse into the Chinese way of life.
They're really in tune, I think, to the 21st century and the current ways to build an economy.
We saw how they worked.
The word weekend doesn't seem to exist. They're working 7 days a week, and that's, it's a dramatic difference.
How they played, and even sampled what they ate. Back home, America now looks different.
Came back to America with knowing that we have freedom here.
And it makes you wonder why the Chinese issued the invitation in the first place.
I think this was an intent by the Chinese government to show the best side of China, and I don't think that's going to be what you would see across the country.
For some, it was time well spent with family.
Just experiences, the people that I've met, just having a memory with my brother and his wife.
For others, a step forward in personal growth.
I've never really traveled outside of the U.S., so to see a really big different culture was really great for me.
Many say it was a learning experience.
Really appreciated even the history of what the Great Wall stands for, knowing that, hundreds of years ago, why it was built, and that it's still there.
And we all admit we checked a few things off our places to see before you die list.
It's amazing, incredible. If they hadn't, I probably never would have. This is one on my bucket list, so I probably would have never been able to scratch that off.
It's the memories of the things we saw and who we saw them with that will last.
One of the great wins was the group. You see how smart and how creative our group in our workforce is and how much interest they have in learning. And that was, I think that at the end of the day, we were just delighted with the people we met.
The Chamber plans to offer this same 10-day trip to China in April of 2012. And for more information on next year's trip, just go to KEZI.com and click on news links. In Eugene, Holly Menino, KEZI 9 News.
Don't forget to tune in to KEZI 9 News this Sunday at 6:30. We'll have a half-hour special on the Eugene-China connection.